Okay, we're on.
You just climb on the car, that makes sense.
Okay. Can you like move your hand or something? Okay, yeah. You should be good.
Alright.
Painter's tape? So
Yeah,
it's like
so
real weak?
So it's not gonna be. It's just gonna fly out the window and we're like, alright, so I guess we're gonna just ad-lib this.
Free balling it.
Free ball, alright, got it.
It's not a term for interviews, bro.
Yeah, well, no,
free
it
balling
is.
it. No, they're really simple. They're just like tags, kind of like. The whole video is just. I really like that sound. Whole video's here. We don't even make it.
Yeah, we don't make it to an eatery establishment.
So first, I want to talk about IHOP. Okay, so
IHOP.
as you know, this is Mark Nahez.
Hey.
So I'm like, yo, dude, food, right? Like we eat and stuff. And so it's like, yo, food, and
We eat like normal people sometimes.
yeah. And I was like, at first I was gonna be like a little wussy and be like, nah, dude, I don't want to eat. And then I was like, nah, I do want to eat. So I was like, IHOP, right? But then I brought up that at the end of Braveheart, instead of screaming freedom,
Should have screamed IHOP.
and Mark had a good point.
Well, they didn't have IHOP back then.
But that's bullshit, because Star Wars back in the day didn't have like HD, and then look at it now.
That doesn't make any
episodes-
sense though.
Episodes 4, 5, and 6 is Blu-ray quality, okay? It wasn't like that in the day. So all I do is I just say, hey, Blu-ray edition,
Say,
and then at the end it's like, ah.
that's not gonna make any sense in the story, unless when he's screaming it, he's at like an IHOP that's being burned down. They're gonna have to Photoshop that in,
We're gonna have to reshoot the whole film.
yeah, just so that we can put an IHOP in the village.
Dude, I swear to God, if they ever try to remake like Fight Club or Braveheart or like Face Off, don't ever touch Face Off.
I don't think anybody ever wants to remake it. Was
Face
just-
Off?
Yeah. Do people want to remake it? Is that?
I mean, I didn't think anybody ever wanted to remake Total Recall, and then one day it was like, bam.
Oh.
Colin
That's
Colin Farrell
because
and Kate Beckinsale and how do you make hotter?
Jessica Biel.
Yeah.
Well, that's because Total Recall had Schwarzenegger in it. They always want to make his movies over again.
Why would you ruin it? If you're gonna remake it with the guy.
I saw the first time I saw the Total Recall movie, this remake one.
Yeah.
I slept through the whole thing, and then at the end I was like, "Yeah, that was a great movie."
So I think the best way to start this would be you introduce yourself,
Okay.
like where you're from if you want,
Okay.
some things you like,
Uh-huh.
and hobbies.
Okay. Okay. All right. Hobbies. I am Mark Nahez, as before stated. I'm from Columbia, South Carolina. I went to Spring Valley High School there. I like going to movies. I enjoy the cinema. I just, each movie is just good in its own way, but then at sometimes just even bad movies, like horrible movies, are still good because of how bad they are.
Have you seen Clowns from Outer Space?
Yes.
Yeah. Good example.
Yeah, good example.
Horrible.
Horrible movie, but just great to see. We did go to the art show last night. That was fun.
Pretty sweet.
So we'll do that a lot.
Is that a hobby?
Is that a hobby?
I went to an art museum one time.
Yeah,
That count
just
as a hobby?
once. Just once, so it's a hobby. Yes.
Can getting tattoos be a hobby?
Yes, I have tattoos, a lot of them. So that is my hobby. Thinking and planning and getting ink is a hobby now. That's my hobby. Tattoos.
How many tattoos do you have?
I have 10. And March is when I'm getting my back done. Rookie.
Newton would be a good one.
Yeah, because he's got like 20,000 tattoos.
Oh yeah. Well, and he's also gonna. I think he's my next interviewee.
Uh-huh.
So.
That'll be good because you do his interview and then we'll come back.
And then it'll make
Tattoos.
sense.
All right.
A favorite actor and actress and why? Feel free to name your favorite movie that the individual is. You can't say Nicolas Cage.
Okay. Favorite actor? Yeah. That's difficult
Yeah, I don't have an answer for that question, so I
Neither.
don't even know why I asked you it.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's good. Well, I have a favorite director. You want to know that?
Okay,
My favorite director is Quentin Tarantino.
that's fair.
And my favorite movie of his is Pulp Fiction.
Which I watched last night with Thomas.
Which I know everybody's like, oh yeah, Pulp Fiction, that's so cliche. But if you just, it's so good.
The dialogue is
Yeah, it's
phenomenal.
just the dialogue and the pacing of each scene. And the way that it was shot. Like the whole movie is out of order, so you really have to try, like, make an effort to pay attention and try and learn about each character, which I think is nice. Favorite actress.
Well, you could say Quentin Tarantino's your favorite actor too.
Oh yeah, well yeah, because he's in all his movies.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But more importantly, he directed.
he directed. No, I'm not gonna use him as director. So my favorite actor. All right, my favorite actor. Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. You ready? Mark Wahlberg. No.
My favorite actor is Christian Bale.
Oh, okay.
My favorite movie he did, American Psycho.
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
Yes. God. Oh yeah, fuck. And The Machinist? Oh, God.
And then, of course, the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah, and Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy was amazing. And he did an amazing job in that. My favorite actress, Anna Kendrick. Favorite movie, all of them.
That she's in.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we did like her in Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect was great.
She pulled that off pretty well.
She did very good. And she also did a very good supporting role in End of Watch.
Yes.
Although she had a slight part towards the end, but it was powerful.
I feel that's when because you've always been like, Anna Kendrick.
Yeah, Anna Kendrick.
And I was always like, yeah, all right, but
Got it.
I got to the point when I saw that movie that I was like, yes,
Anna Kendrick.
let's do it. And then Pitch Perfect, she did really good.
Yeah.
Wow.
She had, and Pitch Perfect was a good movie because most of the characters that were like the main characters went through good character development. Like they'd made the necessary development that you like to see in a movie.
Yeah, so you could like appreciate it or whatever.
Yep.
Right from movies to music. The first thing I thought about was like Tool. Because
Yeah.
you have like this thing for Tool.
I have a thing.
Well, you have for all three bands.
Yeah, I have a man crush on Maynard James Keenan, who's the front man of the band Tool that he started, and then he went and did a side project, A Perfect Circle, and then once Tool put out their last album, 10,000 Days, or it was either before that or around that time, he started a one-man only group where he does everything and then just puts it together at his house, and he called that Pussifer. And then they've been in a lot of movies lately.
Oh yeah, remember this last night?
Yeah, we sang Creed like awesome last night.
Yeah. Well, we sang it. We did our rendition.
Well, we did Creed's rendition if they were to sing Twist and Shout.
Yes. It was awful.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Tool by far is just lyrically and the way that music develops. But I also have I'm big into Deftones. And then, the classics like Korn. Because they've been around for 900 years. You can't not listen to music and not listen to Korn if you're listening to this genre.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, I mean, there's some people that like jazz.
Staple. No, people that listen to jazz listen to Korn.
Which actually isn't that far-fetched.
Because they do. Korn is in everything.
Well, they're
like Cranberries. Not like the band Cranberries, the fruit Cranberries. They're getting in everybody else's music.
Yeah.
And rocking it.
What is your favorite childhood toy that you had? You had toys when you were a kid?
Okay. I had a Wayne Manor playset, right? And it was massive. And it was of Wayne Manor. and you could open it up, and inside, once you opened it up, was nothing but the Batcave, and it came with an Alfred and a Batman, and a separate Bruce Wayne figure, and it was boss, bro.
Did it have a Batmobile?
No, but it had a Batmobile for the set, but you had to buy those separately, which we did, because my parents were like, he's gonna need a Batmobile. I think that's what they said. I don't know. But that was my favorite childhood toy, was that Bat playset. But my favorite childhood memory of like getting a toy, and there's a picture of it in one of my mom's scrapbooks. It was a Christmas, and it was around the time where Power Rangers were real big, but more importantly the White Ranger, and when they were the ninjas and they got all new Zords, and he had the Falcon Zord, right?
Yeah.
Well, for one Christmas I got the Falcon Zord, like the actual Falcon, and in the picture I look like, oh my god, I'm losing my mind, like over the top, like unnecessary joy, and it was amazing. I remember that like yesterday. God. And I'm just like, I remember just screaming, I got Falcon Zord for like an hour. I got Falcon. And in the picture, I'm holding it and I'm mid-scream of like, I got that, in like, picture. I'm not that.
Yeah, how do you feel about food?
Well, I love it. I like eating good food. I don't know if that makes sense, but like, you go to like a nice restaurant, or you go to a restaurant, and then you order, and then they cook your food, and it comes to you, and it's like better than you hoped for. I love when that happens. Like, especially, oh my god, especially when it happens with like a good cut of steak, and then you order, and you're like, yeah, I want a medium rare, I want it like medium, and it comes, and it's just 10 times better than you would think it would come out as. No, my expectations are always high.
Oh, okay. So is it rare that it happens this way for you, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
And when it does, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And I have to scream, I got Falcon Zord. Yeah, we'll do that because we still got some time. Is that guy selling donuts out of his van?
Probably.
No.